Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to your Friday. I hope you're having a nice, smooth morning wherever you are currently in the world. So over here, I'm just getting started with a bit of Kerbal Space Program, continuing the playthrough on from yesterday morning and a little bit yesterday last night. I think it's safe to say that I'm getting sucked back into Kerbal. The last time I did it was back in August, so yeah, a short break and then back to continuing the adventures beyond Duna, which is the in-game equivalent of Mars, and also now Dres, which is the in-game equivalent of Ceres, the largest asteroid in our asteroid belt. So there's still plenty more to explore, and there's plenty more to send probes to, and eventually manned missions. So yeah, looking forward to it. How's the chat? How are you all doing? Good morning. Hi there. Jimmer and CN75. Hi there. Welcome indeed. So yes, I'm sorry, I've just got some coffee brewing. Well, that's not true. I've got my cup that's soaking in the kitchen because it's filthy. I've got like 5 cups and 4 of them have disappeared. Been better. Sorry to hear it, Amberdo. I hope you have a better afternoon. And so, yes, Boyka, you had COVID, didn't you? Yeah, hope you're okay. Hope you do a very swift recovery. Yes, me too, Holy Imperator. Should be fun. Although, I don't know, I'd rather fancy perhaps just playing as a rifleman or whatever this evening. I don't know, mix it up a bit. We'll see. I might do squad leading, but I might do something else. Right, hang on a minute. Oh, pardon me. Right, let me just minimise that. Whoops, that's my voice. Right, create a dashboard, just so I can see the chat and keep it minimised. As in, keep the dashboard minimised, but just see the chat. Okay, pop that there, and then open Kerbal. 1 second. So, if you don't know what Kerbal Space Program is, it's effectively a sim game where you play as NASA for an alien race, so the Kerbals on Kerbin, and you've got to do much of the same sort of objectives, like such as Sorry, wait a minute. You're not getting the audio? Hang on. Can you guys hear this? If I go in and talk to... Oh, no, you can. There we go. Right, so yes, you've got to do many of the same sort of objectives of NASA, as in send probes and launch satellites and, test pieces of equipment, and also go to the moon, do moon landings, also go to, say, passing asteroids and capture them. It's all fun stuff like that. It's a very hard recommend should you buy this game, absolutely. It's brilliant. Right. So, we've got quite a bit of a shopping list, frankly, of things that we need to do. Right, so, we've got missions to do around the planet of Duna. So, we've got... Hang on, let me just do some housekeeping first. Let's go to the tracking station. So, possibly umlaut. Yeah, just something a little... I don't know, I fancy something a little different than continually leading the armour thing. Right, 1 second. I'll get some music on as well, because it's a bit quiet. 1 moment. There's a sleepy dog being sleepy. Right, what should we go with? I don't know, what should we go with? Solar fields? Thank you, Carsten and Ursa. Thank you very much, Carsten and Ursa. Sorry, Carson, not Carsten. Thank you. Whoops, too loud, sorry. Turn it down. There we go. Right. So, let's just do a quick bit of housekeeping. So I just need to go through some of the probes that I've launched and rename them as either debris or whatever, really. So hang on, this is the first Dres rover. What's this? Sorry, Dres rover MK 1.3. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, someone's stuck on the driveway outside. Right. So was this the one that did the flyby, or is it the one that's successfully around Dres? So welcome... Sorry, is the music playing? Yes, it is. It's just very quiet right now. There we go. Okay. So this is the one that we launched to Dres. So Ceres. So in the asteroid belt. Now let's have a look. I just need to make sure that I properly classify all of my ships before I lose them. So this is the one that landed. Okay, so this isn't a probe anymore. So this is a true rover. So let's just go to it. So Dres rover MK 1.3. Right. Thank you, Anonymous Mitchell. Thank you very much, Anonymous. Okay, so there's my probe sitting there on the surface. It's got some scientific data that I'd love to either transmit back or bring back if possible. So let's just go to its probe control unit and go to rename vessel and change it from a probe to a rover. And this is the Dres rover MK3 on Mount MK 1.4. There we go. That's fine. So long as it's classified as a rover and I know which one that is. Back to the tracking station. Hi there, Anonymous Mitchell. Thank you very much, Anonymous. And hi there, Mad John. Yes, I hope you're well too, GH Veg. I'm good. Woke up this morning, walked the dog. Yeah, I do fancy that coffee. Sorry, do you mind if I just going to go grab that coffee? Back in just one moment. So yes, before I get started, before I get properly dug in with Kerbal then, the next bullshittery. So, I can tell you, I can report that the pre-production work for Team Fortress 2 went very, very well. So it's the end of the second week of work on Team Fortress 2 pre-production, and I managed to nest pretty much all of the streams. That's not strictly true, there are definitely a few kicking around that I want to go through, but I've gone through a shit ton. So the entire last year of live streams for Team Fortress have now been converted into rough cut clips that I can easily find with their tags. So if I need something like a spy gag, I can just go spy, Quebec, and I find it. So this will help me immensely. It means that I'll be able to go through and build a compilation that is hopefully interesting to watch. The process involves trying to make sure that the clips are built in such a way that I don't subsequently blast the user with too many quick clips, sort of alternating between quick and slow, sort of quick one-liner gags that people make, and then, say, long-form jokes like me and Cyanide ribbing each other or whatever. I feel that it's a crucial element of any compilation. If you put together any montage or compilation, you've got to pay close attention to the timing. If you fuck it up, you'll either bore people because your punchlines are too far apart, and therefore you'll lose the audience, therefore you'll lose them, or you'll blast them and they won't know what's going on. It's like, fucking hell, too much, too quick, cut slower. So I found that to perfect it, you really need to sort of have a gradient up and down to give people's brains a bit of a rest. So that's what I've been doing. I've been getting the clips in a position where I can look at them and go, okay, I know what that is on a quick glance. Will the badgers return? I don't know, Heinz. I've no idea. I'm sure one day we'll play something and be like, hey, we're the badgers again. And be like, oh god. Yes, funny, Red Shuart. I need to get an 11 emote, don't I? Thank you, Sandy Sleaze. Thank you. And Pockies and Amadeus. Thank you. Absolutely, Mother Trucker. Yes, there's lots of quick cuts for Team Fortress. It is just a fast-paced game. So Draco, last night we tried to bring the rover back home from Dres. We failed. I failed. The reason we failed, or I failed, is that the solar power being generated at Dres was not enough to power the Dawn engines. So maybe it would have been enough if I were running on one Dawn engine, but the trouble is, it was twofold. I didn't have the thrust-to-weight ratio to lift the damn vessel off the surface and get it far enough where the Dawn engines were just the sole thing running. So a bit of a fuck-up on my part. The probe was ill-conceived. But that's fine. We'll just modify the next one and send a better one. Okay, 1 second. Kerbal Relay MK2. Okay, so that's fine. So that's one that I'm sending. Dres Rover MK, that's the rover. Eve Orbital Relay. Now, where's that probe that fucked up that was going to go to Dres? This is it here. So this is on a weird... Okay, so let's classify this one as space debris, so I don't get confused. Thank you, Doomed. Thank you very much, Doomed. Okay. So this is a probe that was doing a flyby of Dres. It does still have a little bit of xenon in it. Nevertheless, let's rename it. That's a big relay, actually, isn't it? Communitron. Is it capable of relay communications? Huh. So it's not technically debris, it's now just a communications satellite. Okay. Good to hear it, Zero, and good luck with your space missions. Right, rename vessel. This is now going to be... Well, I suppose it's still a probe, isn't it? Relay. So Dres probe MK3 converted to com. Is it com relay? No, what am I doing? Converted to my brain. Is it 2 M's? Just convert to relay. Right. I need more coffee, I think, definitely. Okay. Good morning, Killmaster. Right, back to the tracking center. Okay, so what have we got to do? So the laundry list of tasks today, we should send a Duna resupply vessel. Now, when is the transfer? Let's have a look at my alarms here. So maneuver, that's a maneuver. What? Sorry, this is sending the... Can I edit this one? Right, notes. So this is send the Dres relay up to Dres orbit. Okay, so that is in 135 days. Okay, that's a simple maneuver. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, the window to get things from Kerbin, so the planet of Kerbin, to Duna is in 272 days. Plenty of time to design a rocket. Okay, from Kerbin to Dres is 409 days. Okay, so we'll do the Duna mission first and get it launched and in progress, and while it's in flight, we'll send something to Dres, I think. Yeah, sounds sensible. Although, actually thinking about that, I've got to do the inclination change first for Dres, haven't I? I'm not sure when that's going to be. That's tricky. So... yeah, that's where I struggle to get to Dres, because it's on such a wonky orbit. Well, never mind about that right now. Let's just focus on Duna. So, I need to send fuel over to Duna. Why? Because if we go to Duna, which is Mars here, I sent up a space plane with 2 of my Kerbals from the surface of Duna. They're unfortunately stuck there because I didn't manage to give them enough fuel, or rather they don't have the efficient engines necessary to get from the surface up to the space station here. So right now, I believe, where are they? Oh, did I load the right save file? Eve probe, successful. I'm looking for the Duna space plane. Lunar base 1. Duna base 1. Okay. Hi there, Z-Dastard. Any advice for London? Use the tube as much as possible, Z-Dastard. It's seriously a very efficient way to get around London. So get yourself, I don't know how it works for tourists, but presumably there are Oyster cards? Get some money on an Oyster card, and then it's quite simply a swipe on the gates at the, on the tube, go straight in, and, yeah, you can pretty much go anywhere in London using the underground. And try your best. Is it stand on the left or the right? I can't remember. Don't hog both sides of the escalators. Seriously, that winds people the fuck up. Oh, really? It's contactless now? Oh, that's even handier. Okay. Sorry, what am I doing? Did I not load the right save file? Let's go down to the Dres. That's the Dres engine drop. Go down to... the Duna engine drop. Go down to the base. Yes, but getting around London is really quite efficient. Yeah, so they're not here. So they flew away. Yeah, so this is the right save file. So this is our Mars base, Duna base. So, back to the tracking center. We're looking for Jeb. Why is it called an Oyster card? I couldn't tell you. I don't know, sorry. Oh, really? Or did I... oh, yes, so it is. Thank you very much. The filter at the top. I'd filtered out space planes. There we are. So the Duna plane MK3, what the fuck? Let's go straight there. So last night, we sent the plane up from the Duna base, hoping to reach the Ike space station, which is in orbit around Duna. So we didn't succeed, and it requires refueling, or at least intercept... yeah, so basically send fuel over to Duna. Okay? So we'll do that. We'll send fuel over. At the same time, we've got a few other things that we can send to Duna. We need to send replacement better engines for this vessel. We do have them now. We have better technology. Is there anything else that this vessel could really use? I wonder if there's some additional, like, fuel pods that we can attach to it. Maybe. I'll have a look. It's got the parachutes. It's pretty high-tech. Okay. So yeah, this is the plane that goes from the shuttle that goes from Mars itself up to orbit. But as you can see, it's had trouble properly docking. Thank you for saying so, Saints. Okay. Yeah, let's send some additional fuel pods and see if we can attach it to the side of them. So yes, so fuel pods, fuel, engine, and an impactor. We need to send something that can drop down basically debris into Duna's orbit so we can smash it into the crust and measure the vibrations through the crust to determine what it's made out of. So we've got the tech down on the surface. We just need to smash something, literally, deliberately crash something into Duna. So let's go back to the Space Center. Thank you, Der Schinderhands, and Nellis, and Terraclon. Thank you very much, all of you. That's very kind. Thank you. Hang on, let me just get the door. Hey, sausage. It's one lazy animal. It's exhausting being that cute. Thank you, Einrad Gollum. Thank you, Einrad. All right. So, let's have a look then. Hey, sweetie. You've been cute. Sorry, that music is a bit too loud. Turn that down. Where's the volume? Hang on. Owie. Bit too much for this early in the morning. Alright. Thank you, ST Nake. Thank you very much, ST Nake. And Otterly Absurd. Thank you, Otterly. Right, so let's go over here and let's open the Dres. Where is it? Dres Comsat. What happened to the Dres delivery? So Dres rover, Dres engine drop. There we go. So this was an attempt to send the engines down to the surface. Okay. Right. So 3,129 delta V in total, presumably on the surface. Okay. So let me have a look at my notes. Where are my notes for my delta V calculations? Hang on. Thank you, Neon Forest. Thank you very much, Neon. Right, so, where's Evernote? Bear with me just 1 minute. So for those who don't know, delta V is basically a calculation of how much velocity you can change on an amount of mass that you're pushing. So say, for example, you've got a spaceship that needs to increase its speed by 1,000 meters per second to get to the moon. That's all well and good, but if you don't slow down, you're going to hit the moon. So you need to spend 1,000 additional delta V to slow down. So the trip takes you 2,000 delta V in total. So it's like a calculation to determine exactly where can you go in space. Again, getting there is easy, but the trouble is slowing down and safely landing on the other side. If you add more mass and don't add more fuel, then your delta V calculation goes down because, you've got more junk in the trunk to push. But the opposite is also true. If you break off pieces of the rocket that aren't needed anymore, like fuel tanks that are empty, your delta V goes up because, you can push it around further. It's lighter. Thank you, Huggerin and Neon. Thank you. Right, so 1 second. Sorry, I'm just opening up my notes. So this is what I've learnt going to Duna, just experimenting. Okay, so I found that it takes 5,000 delta V to orbit low on Duna without aerobraking. To transfer, Duna should be slightly ahead of Kerbin. Since Kerbin is lower, it catches up to Duna. It cost me about 650 delta V from a pro-grade leave of Kerbin's gravity and optimal transfer. Okay. 1,800 delta V if you fuck it up and go retrograde of Kerbin. So I go ahead of Kerbin. Aerobraking at 25 kilometers was immediately effective with an inflatable heat shield, took us right down to the landing. 29 kilometers got me into orbit with an inflatable heat shield. 17 kilometers, landing successful but in 1,000 pieces. Okay. That doesn't sound very successful. Why did I write successful in my notes? I suppose it wasn't. Okay, never mind. Hang on. Right, so what do I need? So I did. It's weird. I didn't actually put the numbers. I needed the numbers. Okay, so I know from habit 3,500 delta V to get me up to orbit safely, and then what was that? Sorry, 650 delta V for a leaving of Kerbin. So that's Kerbin to solar orbit, and then. So what's left then? Where's my calculator? 3,500 delta V plus 650. Okay. Oh, that was less than I thought. Really? 850 delta V to get into orbit? Around, oh, okay. 850 delta V high orbit of Duna. All right. So let's make sure. So yeah, just make sure we have 5,000 delta V is what I'm saying at the very least. All right. So let's go back to our rocket. Whoops, sorry, close Evernote. Cool. Sorry, if you're confused, it will make sense in a minute, hopefully. Right, here we go. So the Duna engine drop. So this was the craft that I was sending before. Okay, so let me just remove the base of that rocket. So this was the delivery that I was sending. Okay, now. So it's built this way so that I can do this. Hang on. So these wings clip forward like so, and I've got myself guidance in an atmosphere, so I can drift and fly over the base and then deploy the parachutes, and there we go, some engines. Now we don't need to do that really, that's not necessary because we aren't going into the atmosphere. So this is only to deliver the engines into orbit. We'll keep the, keep this. This thing's going to slam into, so this vessel is going to slam into the side of Duna and give us some data, seismic data. So keep that segment. Okay, so how much does this front nose cone weigh? Okay, 7.2 tons. Alright, so let's strip back a few bits that we definitely don't need. So move that solar panel to the side so I don't forget about it. Take off the wings, so it's not going down into orbit. Okay. We also don't need the parachute. So that's a cargo bay. Also, let's save it. So Duna engine drop MK2. Low orbit only. Ah, no, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way, because it's a fuel delivery, not strictly speaking an engine delivery. Okay. So how would one do that if I'm just delivering the engines? Take off that parachute. So move the engines over here. So this is what we're delivering. Okay. Comm unit, what's this here? That's a fuel tank for those engines if I was using them in the atmosphere. Honestly, with the amount that we're deconstructing, we may as well have just fucking built a new ship. So what's that? That's just a nose cone. There's the probe control unit. Okay. Could I move the Ludu cam up? I'm blocking the state. Yeah, sorry. She's blocking the stats, isn't she? 1 second. Fucking Evernote. Right, there we go. And then go there. Cool. Where would you like her? I can pop her up here. There's nothing going on up there. Yeah? Cool. Yeah. Right. No worries. And hi there, Admiral Albatrosity. Welcome indeed. Right. I forgot what I was doing. So, fuel delivery. How much fuel are we sending? That's the next question. Oh shit! I should have thought about that sooner. Well, I know that the station has a rocker max. So where's the rocker maxes? Okay. So if I sent that as a fuel delivery, it's a big load of fuel. Okay. So that's what we're sending. Right, so put that, so this is the payload, so do not access this fuel. No touchy. No touchy, that's just for delivery. Chunky though. Okay. So, what are we doing? So let's put a bigger probe control unit. Just thinking how many segments this should have. take off the nose cone. Okay. Am I really giving it this? Okay, give it a huge one. So take that off. There we go. Give it an enormous remote guidance unit. So this thing's going to be attached to the fuel anyway, the thing we're delivering. So yeah, we may as well put it there. And it's got a big reaction wheel in there, so we don't need to put any others. Okay. So here's what we're delivering. Take away these reaction wheels. They're not necessary. Okay. And then above that, we'll place... Just put a simple fuselage or something. Aerodynamic fuselage? Or is it structural? Structural? So like a lightweight fuselage. No, it's not it. There we go. So that thing weighs what? Like 0.1 tons. It's incredibly lightweight. Okay. So put that there. What's that there? That's the fuel tank. Don't need that. Okay. Then the engines can live... No, they can't. So how am I going to... How will I effectively deliver these engines? I mean, we could just do that. I mean, it's a bit weird, but it would work. So that's the payload. That's what we're sending. Thank you, Anathanid. Oh, thank you for the 69 months. Nice. Thank you, Anathanid. I hope you're very well. Anathanid has been, an extremely long-time viewer. All the way back from fucking Warhammer fucking Total War. Yeah. I hope you're very well, Anathanid. Right. Okay. So, I need to put down a decoupler, otherwise my Kerbals might not be able to decouple them. I don't know. Let's put one there anyway, just in case. You never know. That's the wrong flavour. 1 second. Make sure you use a decoupler that has the 2 arrows either side, so it breaks off on both sides. You see those 2 little black arrows? Okay. Right, so shimmy that over here. So there's the engine delivery. Okay. And there's the... Right, put that nose cone away. Put that... Well, don't forget the battery. In fact, how much battery does it have? It's got a smidge of electrical charge, but it's not much, to be honest. Okay, so... There we go. Oh, what about the penetrators? We shouldn't forget those. Ah! How's that going to work? We could think bigger. We could redesign this and effectively put the penetrators on the side of this fuel vessel, couldn't we? Or maybe after it's delivered the fuel, just crash the whole damn thing ourselves. Huh. Yeah, there's many different ways that we could do this. Okay. So, yeah, let's put that to one side. Right, so engines and fuel delivery. Okay. So we're going to need, to maneuver this vessel accordingly. So it's going to need power, monopropellant, all that jazz. Decoupler between the nose cone and the payload. Nose cone and the payload? This one here? Yes, right here. The payload. This is the payload, the engines. Is that what you mean? Okay. I'm just thinking. Fuck it, let's just think bigger. So once this thing has delivered the fuel, let's indeed treat this as the penetrator, as the thing that's going to penetrate the atmosphere and slam into Duna to give us the readings that we need. So let's put down some additional fuel tanks. So 1 second. So decouplers, right? That's what I'm thinking. So if I put down some additional fuel tanks, just for the sake of let's carry more fuel. And then once it's delivered it, we can just go into the atmosphere. Okay. Fuel tanks, sort by size. Oh yes, let's not forget the delivery to the plane. So we want to send some additional fuel tanks that can be mounted on the side, if at all possible. Do I have any of those? Monopropellant tank. Where are those side-mounted space plane ones? That's not it. Baguette tank? Those are the ones. How big are they, though? Thank you, BT McLean. Thank you very much, BT. Thank you. Yeah, pop those there, and we can deliver those to the space plane. Just additional fuel tanks. Okay. Will those create much air resistance? Yes. So we're gonna have to force its way through the atmosphere at the beginning, or shield the whole thing in a fairing. Okay. So fuel tanks. What am I placing here then? What am I doing? MK1. I think a bit bigger. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. And then shimmy the baguettes over here. Also, good morning, Digby. Good morning, sir. How goes the rocketry? Yes, quite well. We're sending a delivery off to Mars. So engines, some additional fuel. Engines for the plane, some additional fuel tanks for the plane, fuel for the space station in orbit near the plane, and also this thing will then be crashed into Duna to give us some nice seismic data once it's completed its delivery. We've already got the equipment on the surface. It's whirring away and all of it looks green. We're getting good signal on it. So yeah, we just need to crash some shit and measure the seismic vibrations to see exactly what Duna is made out of. Okay. Right, let's think aerodynamics here. Alright. Oops, a bit too big. I don't know, sorry, have you tried this, Digby? I can't remember if I've seen you play this. If not, it's a hard recommend from me. It's a lot of fun. I think you'd enjoy it. Thank you, Shadow Carla. Thank you very much, Shadow. Alright. So, if this is the vessel that's going to go, we need to think about being able to steer it properly. So, communications. Let's make sure. So, this is a crap antenna, isn't it? So, tolerance. Hang on. Data direct. Okay, so that's why it never worked on relay. I didn't check that last time. DB says I have made a rocket that can canned into space. Oh, canned. Got it. Hey. Okay, direct antenna 500k. Okay, this is way better than So stick that there. It's a way stronger one, but that's still direct. Give me a relay one. What's the lightest relay that we can send? This one. Stick that there. Digby says it was definitely a deliberate design choice and not an oscillation-related disassembly. Of course. Yeah. Okay. So now, let's think about some monopropellant tanks as well, which we can slam into the surface. Okay, so... sorry, decoupling. Get some small strips. We don't need to be crazy. There we go. And just squeeze in some monopropellant. There we go. So monopropellant will let us maneuver around in space. And let us do a docking maneuver. So we need to get a docking thing, a docking clamp. I wonder if we can just stick it on the top up there, maybe. Right. Should probably get it mounted on the sides, just in case. Okay. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm looking for docking clamp junior port. Let's put one there. Okay. Also a docking clamp regular. Maybe an advanced grabbing unit. Yeah, put the advanced grabbing unit up there, and then our engineer can always remove it just before they grab the engines. Okay. Right, so forgot the monopropellant tanks. Let's just do that quickly. Thank you all for the game. Thank you very much all for the game. I presume... Hang on, let me just get them in place. Monopropellant... Oh, hang on. I don't need these. No, I do need those. Fuck, no, it's fine. I was going to separate the mass before the impact, but we don't need to. There we go. 4? Do we need 4? How much monopropellant is that? That's 50, so it's got 200 mono. Yeah, okay. What's its center of mass? So does it have a battery? No. So give it. So it's got communications. Give it a couple of batteries. Again, don't go mad. Not 4. Just give it 2. There we go. 2 batteries mounted either side. And then command and control. Thruster blocks, variable thruster blocks. What's the difference here? That's monopropellant. They're both monopropellant. This one's much lighter. Oh, it's a dinky. I see. No, we need the biggies. Okay. Center of mass is where? So we want to put it pretty much here. Nope, battery's going to be in the way. It's going to be a bit awkward then. Put them there. Okay. And then some backup Werner engines, just in case we need to push this sucker. Nope, screw that. Do some radial mounted spiders. Stand by. Engines all the way down, spiders. Give me like, yeah. So just in case we need to push it along. Alright. And what about a couple of puffs? Where are they? That's not it. I'm looking for the monopropellant ones. There we go. Puffs. Wait, are they? Is that mono? Yes, it is. Just in case. You never know. Oh, they're huge. Do you have smaller ones? I just want a twitch? No, that's a liquid fuel. I just want a tiny... Really? That's the smallest they go? Okay. Nah, leave it. Should be fine on the liquid fuel. Okay, so let me just have a look at the engine. So what's its thruster weight? Give me the stats if it orbits... Hang on. So Duna... There we go. Duna in a vacuum. Thruster weight... Oh dear, hang on. So those won't push it? Well, they will, just incredibly slowly. If it's in a vacuum, it's fine. Okay, ignore those 2 engines. They don't... Yeah, just shut them down. Or just move them to their own independent staging. It's fine, just ignore the rest of this stage. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you very much, Cassandra. Okay, so here, everyone, is the delivery payload. No touchy. Do not touch this stuff. Do we need the pipes to go between them still? I've never figured this out effectively. I'll put the pipes there just in case. I think they're really lightweight anyway. Okay. So, let's subsequently disable all fuel access. There we go. So here is our delivery. This is what we're sending. Engines, replacement fuel stuff, and then an impactor that's going to smash into the surface of Duna to give us some sexy seismic data. Okay. Hi there, SWAT Knight. ZF SWAT Knight is now in the chat, folks. I hope you're very well, SWAT Knight. Indeed, I'm doing rocketry. Now then. So, its total weight is 45 tons. Quite chunky indeed. That is going to be quite a hefty weight to haul into orbit. And then to Duna. So, we now subsequently need 5,000 Delta V at least. So, final checks on this payload before I send it. Battery check, communications relay, and regular communication check. Grabber, sorry. Mono check. Yes, I think it's okay to my eyes. RCS? Check. Alright. Solar panels? Aha! Thank you. Guess who forgot the solar panels? And let's put a teeny weeny backup solar panel. It's always advisable if your main solar panel takes the smack, which can happen in space. Okay. So, let's put a couple of 1x6s. So they will be unfurled like this. Whoop. Okay. Alright. bigger relay, we should be okay. We've already got sizable operations around Duna, with their own comsats both on the space station of Ike, and also I think Duna itself has its own independent comsat. We should be fine. Also, good morning, Zoran. Good morning indeed. Okay. So, let's think about getting this up to Duna then. So, Duna engine drop MK2. I'm going to redefine it. So this is going to be the Duna. Duna engine engine send and impacts. Okay. To send better engines to the space plane. Oh, hang on. No, it's fine. I was just going to say, this thing needs to subsequently meet the space plane. It does have mono. Huh. It's fine. Just make sure that this thing isn't... Yeah, remember that this is the payload. Don't dip into this fuel. And also impact near Duna base 1. Okay. Right, so ignore all of this fuel. It's completely not part of the calculations here. Good. Alright, so let's now subsequently strip this back. So let's pull that out of there. In fact, screw it, just bin the whole assembly. Here we go. So we need 5,000 delta V from this point. Now, how much delta V do you think we need to actually move around? So 800 delta V to high orbit. Sorry. Calculator. 850 for initial. So transfer was what? 1,000, I think. 3,000. So 600 delta V for the really? Seems low. Okay. Well, I'm going to give it 1,000 delta V just to move around in space and get to the space plane and then back to the... Yeah, so here we go. So let's give it a fuel tank. So firstly, a decoupler. Why? Why give it a decoupler? We don't need to give it a decoupler. Just leave it. Okay. So, fuel tank. This is the one that we're dipping into. So I presume a Rockomax. Let's sort by size. There we go. So if you're just new to this and you're watching for the first time, don't be overly intimidated by all these parts here. You won't get these from the start. Don't worry. The game will walk you through it. So part by part, really. Okay, so liquid fuel. So it's 45 tons. Make sure our calculations are for orbit around Duna. So vacuum, yes. So what sort of engine should we give this sucker to be moving around? So bear in mind, this is the engine that it's going to use to intercept the jet, the space plane. So, what do we got here? That's too small. That's the right size, but it's a bit chunky. What about this Poodle one? Poodle is the correct size. So it's got what exactly? That's allowed. So that's that engine there, isn't it? So move this all the way down there. Okay. Only 600? That's it? Jesus. Is there a more efficient vacuum engine that we could utilize? So thrust thrust in a vacuum 250. So what's that? Engine ISP 90 in an atmosphere, 350 in a vacuum. Suppose that is a lot of weight it's got to be pushing. Okay, 350. I'm looking for better than 350. 380 in a vacuum. Okay. So what sort of delta V? 1,000 delta V. What sort of thruster weight? Thruster weight is 3.59. Okay, that's way better. Okay. That's true. I could just use a nerve engine, couldn't I? Actually, no. I would use a nerve engine if this were for a slow maneuver between the stars. This one is going to be intercepting in a near Duna orbit, so we need something with a bit more, you know, a bit more Because if I fuck it up and we'll be like, no, we're going to fall towards Duna, and then this nerve engine is going to be like, doing nothing. I need something that can give me some oomph. So the Wolfhound liquid fuel. It's not really oomph, but it's alright. Can we give it a... Alright. Alright. So 1,000 delta V. So that's what... Oh, is it gimbaled? Hold up. Is it gimbaled? Uh-oh. Yes, it is. Gimbaled. Free gimbal. Alright. So, what about a reaction wheel? I mean, no, it's got a huge reaction wheel up there. wheel authority should be fine. And if not, we've still got the RCS. How are the ants doing? The ants are okay. So I don't know if you remember watching yesterday morning, but the rescue mission for that worker ant succeeded. To explain, I've got some queen ants in test tubes next to me on the desk. I captured them about 16, 17 weeks ago in the middle of summer, when it was the day of the flying ants. And I just put them with cotton wool and water in these test tubes, and they've just been quite interesting to watch. It's just like a small, minor curiosity. I'm just watching a bunch of queen ants lay eggs, and one of them has started to get quite a number of workers now. So she's called Millicent, and she was named by Cyanide's super hot girlfriend. And yeah, she's doing very well. She seems quite healthy. She's growing lots of workers. And as the story goes, yesterday, basically one of the workers turned out to be a little Houdini, and they're all she. And she was continually escaping, and she actually managed to escape the test tube because the sellotape that I was using to sort of seal one side of it wasn't on properly. So I put her in like the ant farm, like that I've got waiting for Millicent. And then yesterday I hooked up the ant farm to Millicent's test tube, and this poor worker ant, this Houdini, who had been away from the nest for the whole night, was just sort of stuck looking really, really depressed in the sand to one side, right? Anyway, so I was fascinated to see what would happen. Would the other workers kill it? Would they kill this, ant that's been absent from the colony for the entire night? And what was interesting is that when that Houdini ant encountered its sisters again, it froze and it kind of played dead. And what happened was the workers grabbed it by its antenna, by its headpiece, right? And it started dragging it against its will, or just like a dead weight did. It just sort of immediately went dead weight. It started dragging the escaped ant back to the queen. I thought it was going to get executed or some shit. Anyway, so it dragged it all the way back to the queen's chamber. And then 3 ants surrounded it, and they started sort of like they looked like they were eating it. And I sort of got the magnifying glass and I looked very carefully, and they weren't eating it, they were cleaning it. So they were basically scrubbing every single tiny part of this ant, giving it a full-on massage right there. And I read later that apparently when ants get alarmed, they give off this pheromone, this sort of shit, I'm in danger. And I assume that it probably did that. It probably had that pheromone on it saying, help, I'm stuck. And so what they were probably doing is they were probably cleaning it off of it. They were probably like, give you a clean, get you scrubbed, and then they fed it. So ants have these. I'm just doing some reading. They've got like a secondary stomach where they sort of store food and pass it from worker to worker. So yeah, they were feeding it. They were feeding it some of their food, and then the worker just got back on its feet and got straight back to work serving the queen. I thought it was rather cute. So the leave no ant behind is what I saw there. So yeah, the ant is back with its queen, serving willingly, and yeah, they're all just hanging out in their test tube. Where are they? Hang on, I'm just going to have a quick look. I'm a little worried about them though, because they've got a bit of a mould outbreak in that test tube. And so I've hooked it up to the ant farm. I'm going to try and cut some cardboard later on today. I'm going to try and sort of keep half of it in darkness and warmth. I'm going to try and heat it up with like a little heater or something. I need to coax them out of that glass test tube where the mould is and get them into the ant farm where there's no mould and it's all clean. So I'm going to try and just cut up a piece of cardboard and use a thermometer and see if I can make a gradient that will tempt them out of the tube. Maybe take some whiskey stones and just place them on next to the test tube to sort of cool it down a little bit. Because ants are super, they're super sensitive to temperature changes. Anyway, sorry. How do you feed them? So apparently, as I was reading songs, you don't need to feed them initially. So when the queen ant takes her nuptial flight, she's got those wing muscles, which are useless. And so she starts converting them into, she starts taking the protein from those wing muscles and converting it into eggs. And then the eggs she eats. And then it's like a small, they've got like a particular name. They've got like the food eggs that they make. And then she'll make the first workers using that energy. So for the first several weeks, you don't need to feed them at all. They just need some water, which is in the test tube in some cotton wool. So Yeah, apparently you just don't touch them, you just leave them. And then it's only when they get multiple workers and they're sort of pulling at the cotton wool and they want to get out that you just put down a little, like, you know, bit of a cricket or something. Anyway, it's not like a passion or anything, it's just a minor curiosity. There were ants flying around outside and I thought, I've got a test tube. Let's go. Pepper has really heard of something so disgusting. I don't know. You zoom in, they're kind of cute. They're all very touchy-feely. They're all like, hi, hi, hi. They're sort of touching each other. And when I zoomed in really, really close on the queen, when she was eating a tiny bit of honey that I dropped into the test tube, so they put their mouth parts to the honey drop, right? And then that was it. Nothing was happening. And then I took this magnifying glass. I took the highest magnification one that I have. I use it when I sharpen fish hooks. And I looked really, really close. And just beneath the ant's mouth parts, it's got two tiny little hands. And it was sort of going... It was almost like it was playing the bongos on the side of this honey drop, going... La 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 la, la 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 la. It was just the most adorable thing. So basically when ants eat, they're playing the bongos with their food. Thank you, Rehab. Thank you very much, Rehab. Sorry, I am incredibly distracted. Let's focus on Kerbal. Right. Let's have a look. So, this thing is going to be going to maneuver around Duna. 1,000 Delta V, I'm hoping should be fine. Okay, so let's focus on the transfer. So, let's get an additional 5,000 Delta V. So, from the transfer... how much do we need exactly then? So, well, I guess... Hang on. So, 3,000... So, 1,500 Delta V for transfer. So let's do it. So this is going to be the transfer from Kerbin over to Duna. We probably don't need that amount. Not fully. What am I doing? There we go. So let's give ourselves the next fuel tank. Let's go up a bit in terms of size. Actually, no. Keep it the same. What am I looking for? Sort by size. Too big. Is there a bigger version of this? It's going to need to be... Should I just get the same engine? No, go slightly bigger. Oh, it's here. It's a different colour. There we go. Right. So engine. What should we go with? Bobcat. So what have I got? Cheetah, Wolfhound. I was using the Poodle. Mainsail? What's the best? Hang on. Probably just use the same, the Wolfhound engine. So 350. Okay. And then put it in its own separate staging. There. Okay. 800. Only 800? Well, I suppose it's got to push all this mass. Maybe we should go a bit bigger. Hang on. Skipper? Also put that on its own separate staging. It's confusing there. Yeah, confusing everything. 1 second. So that engine. Yeah, put that there. And then where's that decoupler? Put that one there. So move that up there, out of the way. Okay, 1,000. There we go. So down here, move all this to the top. Alright. So what's this engine here then? You're going down there. Okay, so... Nope. Done it wrong again. 700. Okay. Versus what? What's that engine there? 800. Okay. 800 could do it. But what's the thruster weight? 1.61. Okay. Wolfhound, Skiff. Skiff is probably too big, isn't it? No, Skiff is fine. 1 second. 700. No, just stick with this. Okay. 800. Should be fine. So that's for the transfer. And thruster weight is 1.61. It's fine. Alright. So, that would be 1,400 Ignore that. So 800. So we still need 4,200 delta V. Okay, so let's go big now. This is going to be for the launch and the orbit and everything. Up we go. Right, give it a save. Let's go bigger. Bigger, 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 bigger. Decoupler, 25. 25 is fine. Now then, let's go up to, that's too big, Kerbodyne. Right, so let's get a Kerbodyne. Kerbodyne, there we go. Big, 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 big. Tall rocket. Alright. Gonna have to get some fins on this baby. I wonder if I should, yeah, can I put that under a fairing? So, payload, aerodynamic fairing, payload, here we go. What's the biggest fairing that I can get? That's a bit too big. Go a bit smaller. There we go. Pop that there. Thank you, Schultzy. Thank you very much, Schultzy. Thank you for doing that, Schultzy. And Trust NYC. Thank you, Trust. Come on, a bit further. There we go. Cool, there we go. Just keep it all aerodynamic and nice. Okay, and then there's our payload. Alright, so this thing, yeah, so let's go big. This thing's going to be launching up heavy fucking duty. So what's that? Is that the Rhino? Yeah, so that's a Rhino liquid fuel. So 2,000 fucking hell. Okay, that's, yeah, that'll do it. Get one of those as well. 2,000. The Mammoth, 1,800. Go with the Rhino. So, skiff Kerbodyne too small. Right. Put 4 of them engines on. Take care. Have a good one, Anathanid. Enjoy Stargate. Okay, so 2,000. Alright. So we're still, yeah, we still need another 2,500. Yeah, it's fucking heavyweight, this thing. So let's get the initial engine and then the boosters, and that should be it, I reckon. So what's the button? Is it Alt or Control to move this whole thing? Shift? Shift. Whoop. Down we go. Yeah, we'll get some boosters. Don't worry. Okay. So let's do the initial oomph off the the landing pad. There we go. Too big. Too big. There we go. Right, so change body to Kerbin. Oh fuck, you're right. Fucked up. You're absolutely right. Kerbin. And so what is that? That's probably the altitude of 50-ish? Maybe? 2,000. Oh, okay, still 2,000. Yeah, it's good. You're absolutely right, sir. Thank you very much. Now, let's go. There we go. Fucking get this initial oomph off the landing pad. Kerbodyne. The Kerbodyne engine cluster. This is like a fucking dual rocket, though. It's huge. Look at this. Surely we can scale this back and just go with some boosters. How much is it going to cost me? 131,000. Okay. Can we not scale this back? Fuck it, why scale back? Scale up. Let's go. Okay, and then at the bottom, some engines. There's a 4 mount right here. Vectors? Alright. So, 2,000, 2,000, there we go, that's 4,000. Yeah, this is easily capable. This is more than capable of getting up to Duna. Delivering 45 tons of fuel up to Duna. Thank you, Savage Chipotle. Thank you very much. Isn't it 5? I suppose there is a middle one, isn't there? Okay. Yeah, I'm worried about the wobble now that you mention it. It's going to be a bit tall, isn't it? Maybe we should strut up some stuff. We could launch it and see what happens. Okay. The what, sorry? The Saturn part needs F1 engines. F1? What's F1? Oh, Mastodon? KE1? Nah. Right. Where is the center? Well, the center of mass is going to be right the way down there, isn't it? Yeah, we should probably get some wings on this thing, just to help us control it on the ascent. Some canards? It might be a bit too small. Well, hang on. Take that off. So this will be upper atmosphere. So yeah, we'll put some canards here. So where's the... There we go. So I think if I remember correctly, this might not be correct. I think it was just above the ball, just above the center of thrust, or was it the center of mass? I can't remember. Can't remember which one was more effective. Was it center of mass? Honestly, I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, we've got a huge engine with a fucking gimbal on it. We'll be okay, surely. Right, hang on. Command. Robotics, coupling, payload. What am I looking for? I'm looking for struts. Where are they again? Structural. There we go. Struts. Just pop these here. Do those go through the fairing? I don't think they do they? It's going to get in the way. Pop them there. Not sure how that helps. It doesn't really, does it? Okay. Let's launch him to see what happens, frankly. There we go. So, give it some structural whatsits. There we go. And then shift the whole assembly down. Oopsie. Okay, so, yeah, I'm worried it's going to start toppling, though. That's my fear. So, remove that. Engines. Okay, so the first stage engine's there. 200,000. Jesus, this is one expensive rocket. We can afford it, though. Okay. So, first stage, so detach, engines launch. Why? What the hell? Oh, I see. Weird. Don't know why that's up there. Hang on. So detach that when it's out and then initiate that engine. There we go. So, first stage, 2000 delta V. That should get us all the way up to fucking, 70,000. Easy. Or at least close to the orbital burn. Then this detaches and we switch over to this engine, which means that we're on a Rhino for the orbital. That's fine. So that will take us all the way from orbital to Kerbal exit. And then this will take us on an interplanetary transfer. So 2,000, 4,000, 4,800. Yeah. And then that is for the intercept. Still, only 600 for the intercept? That staging can't be right. I swear it was more before. Yeah, that staging's wrong. So where is that? That's not right. Move up there. I'm looking for the poodle. Where is the poodle? Where? What was that? That was detach. I'll fix that later. I know it's right. Kerbal. It's up here, isn't it? No, it wasn't a poodle. It was a wolfhound. I'm looking for the wrong thing. There you are. Okay, so where's that booster? Why is it up there? So detach. There we go. Move you down here. 800. Okay, detach. Activate that engine. Then ignore the rest. That's just for the later everything. Okay. Right. Okay. So that should be correct, I think, and that should be. It's going to be a little tight, to be honest. It's a bit. Yeah, it's still a little bit tight. What's my thruster weight? Kerbal sea level. Don't forget that. Yeah, it gets tighter at sea level, doesn't it? Maybe we should add a few boosters, as expensive as that is. Fuck it. Let's add some boosters. It'll be a bit too tight if we don't. My thruster weight... Oh! My thruster weight isn't even capable of getting off the ground. 0.87. So, yeah, these engines will need boosters to assist them. Okay. That thruster weight will work. So long as it's above 10k. Yeah, we're going to need some boosters. Okay. So, coupling. Radials? No, go bigger? Do we have bigger? Right, 1 second, pop that there. So, what should we go? Thumpers? We can go bigger than thumpers. What about Pollux? Polluxes? Thoroughbred Polluxes? No, that might be a bit too big. Kickbacks. 1 second. Let's give me 4 kickbacks and see what it says. Right, so the kickbacks, add those kickbacks to the... So sorry, for those not familiar with what's going on, in addition to the liquid fuel and the engine that we can switch on and off, we're basically mounting large fireworks, I suppose, onto the side of the rocket. I say that because once they're lit, they're just going to keep burning through the fuel. There's no stopping them. So you better be damn sure, as I keep saying, be damn sure you're ready to launch before you switch them on. The moment you light them, they're off. Solid rocket fuel. So they keep burning all the way through until they're just empty casings, which splash back down into the ocean and are recovered by NASA for reuse and inspection. There we go. So this also means that I need to be careful, because if I don't properly manage the boosters, they'll take control. They will just keep burning and go in whichever direction they bloody well fancy. Can I just shimmy these there? So, pop that there. Lift the whole assembly up a little bit. What is the solid fuel made out of? Good question. Let's have a look. So, NASA rocket boosters. Here we go. So, Space Shuttle Rocket Boosters, SRBs, were the first solid propellant rockets to be used for primary propulsion on vehicles used for human spaceflight. Okay. So what's in them though? What specifically is in them? Hang on. Filament. What's this? Upgrades. Components. Ignition function, lift-off separation, construction. What's the chemical composition? I think I just need to look for solid... Hang on. Rocket fuel. Rocket propellants. So liquid chemical versus solid, advantages and disadvantages. Solid chemical propellants, here we are. So they come in 2 major types. Composites, which are composed mostly of granules of a solid oxidizer, such as ammonium nitrate, dinitramide, ammonium perchlorate, okay, or potassium nitrate in a polymer binding agent with flakes of powders of energetic fuel compounds. So RDX, HMX, aluminium, beryllium, plasticizers, stabilizers, and or burn rate modifiers, iron oxide, copper oxide can also be added. Okay, so it's a composite of different materials mixed in as a sort of granular material. Right, so further complicating categorization, there are many propellants that contain elements of double base and composite propellants, which contain additives mixed into the binder, in the case of gunpowder. Okay, just using it as a contrasting example. Okay, so advantages. So solid propellant rockets are much easier to store and handle than their liquid propellant rockets. High propellant density makes for a compact size. These features, plus simplicity and low cost, make solid rocket boosters ideal for military and space applications. Their simplicity also makes solid rockets a good choice whenever large amounts of thrust are needed and cost is an issue. The space shuttles and many other orbital launch vehicles use solid fuel rockets in their boost stages for this reason. However, disadvantages. Solid fuel rockets have a lower specific impulse, a measure of propellant efficiency, than liquid fuel rockets. As a result, the overall performance of solid upper stages is less than liquid stages, even though the solid mass ratios are usually 0.91 to 0.93, as good as or better than most liquid propellant upper stages. Okay. The drawback to solid rockets is that they cannot be throttled down in real time, although a program thrust schedule can be created by adjusting the interior propellant geometry. So if I do this, watch. So you see this? So I can limit the thrust by modifying the internal nature of these boosters. Okay. Sorry, where was I? So solid rockets can be vented to extinguish combustion or reversed thrust as a means of controlling range. Okay. So solid fuel rockets are intolerant to cracks and voids and require post-processing such as X-rays to identify faults. Ah, that must be why NASA's grabbing them, after a launch to scan them. Okay. So voids and cracks represent local increases in burning surface area, increasing local temperature, which increases the rate of combustion. This is a positive feedback loop that can easily lead to catastrophic failure of a nozzle. Ah. Okay, so yeah, you light them, they just keep burning. You can alter how quickly they burn by changing the internal geometry of the fuel and how it's stored, but you need to be very careful because any cracks or voids will change the burn temperature in that area, which will create a vicious cycle which may indeed rip a hole in the side of the booster. Interesting. Okay. Yes, indeed. It was something to do like a faulty connector, wasn't it, on the Challenger? With one of the boosters, is that true? Like there was like an O-ring connector, and it started burning through it. Is that correct? So yeah, it started. Then it just didn't it then burn that way into the side of the liquid fuel tank, and the whole thing went boom. Sucks. Okay. Right. So let's have a look then. So these boosters. So they're launched initially. So remove the cranes. Initiate the boosters. Don't jettison them yet. So that gives me... Whoopsie. Oh, really? Oh, no, sorry. It's being split between the two stages. Okay, so what have we got then? So 976 plus 1274. 2,250. Really? An increase of only 250 for all of these boosters? That's shite. My thrust-to-weight ratio is now capable of getting me off the ground. Is it, though? Barely, but that's still kind of shite. Let's go bigger. Polluxes. My god, what an expensive rocket. 235,000. 234,000. Okay. Okay, so pop those into the first stage, please. And then thrust-to-weight ratio. Boosters on the boosters. That's possible. We can do that for a little bit of a little bit of extra, which we jettison. Plus 1, 2, 4, 5, 2,362. That's kind of rubbish. I guess it's all this weight that it's lifting. Use a larger main engine and throttle down on the launch. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. Yeah, hang on. Shimmy that way for a second. So that's what? 1,800. But the thrust-to-weight ratio is not good enough. Okay. So what do I have that's... That seems stupid. Another rhino? Mammoth? That's stupid. Mastodon? Thrust-to-weight ratio is no way capable. Oh, cool. It's the mainsail with the shroud. Oh, hang on. Does that work? If I did... Really? 1,700. Oh, that would work. That would work. That would work really well, actually. Still, it's... Add 5 mastodons. What have I just added there? Mainsails. No. Like that. 1,700 on the initial. Thruster weight is good. 1778. 1232. Add. Yeah, can do. Fuck it, it's cheaper. Fine, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? Alright. So, how am I doing in total though? So, sea level. So, yeah, 1,700. That would take me up to what? Kerbal altitude of probably like 40, 50? Then 2,000 for the burn. Yeah, that should be enough. They're gimbaled, right? Yeah, they're all gimbaled. We'll be fine. Let's give it a welly, see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't flip. Do I have any canards? Swept wings? Do some swept wings. Well, I can't steer them. What's the point? Canards. Winglet. Standard canard. Okay, let's launch it. So, final checks then, because we've been building for too long. I don't want to blow. I want to not blow shit up. I want to launch it. I don't want to blow this up. Okay, so are you guys? Are you on there? Yeah. Here we go. So detach, launch, then that engine. Yep, that's correct. Oh, I've already got winglets up here. Oh, it's fine. There we go. Then you. All right. So we should be okay. Any warnings? Yeah, let's go. The wings are off center. Oh, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. So verify there's no crew because it's obviously it's a probe. And we've got the communication systems. I've got a sinking feeling I've forgotten something. Okay, let's go to launch. Reaction wheels. Yes, there's one on the payload further up. Hopefully it's big enough. Alright. They don't get to 100% power just on start. You could start engines, let them run for half a second, then release the clamps. For real? They don't? Weird. Okay, here we go, folks. Maneuvering node, fuel. Check. Confirmed. We're ready for launch. Okay. Up throttle. Stand by. Sea level's good. Everything's good. Right. So just doing some reading. Yep. Good. Pointing eastbound. Here we go. Launching. Slow and steady. Keep climbing. Okay. Just past 2 kilometers. Just keep going straight up for the moment. Get ready to begin the gravity turn as we reach 10k apoapsis. Oh, got quite some wiggle. Very wiggle. Lots of wiggle there. Oof. Okay, so I'm just going to have to hold it. That sucks. We can't actually complete the gravity turn. Not without unstable... Oh, yeah, heavy... heavy wiggle there. Keep going. Oof. Too much gimbal power. Can I dial down the gimbal power? Has it done it for all of them? Lighten up the gimbal. Okay. Very inefficient, I'm afraid. Keep going. As the atmosphere gets thinner, it's going to be easier to control. So I'm just going to keep... Yeah. That's not the problem. The problem is these gimbals are... Yeah. It's so long and it's got not enough struts, and those gimbals are just too powerful. So it's putting lots of wiggle on this. We're okay though. Get ready to jettison. New stage. There we go. Whoa, hello. Should be less wiggle now. Yeah, we're okay. So gradually start turning. 53 seconds from the app. Yep, we're riding the app. Get this gravity turn going. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, turn this rocket. There we go. Dial down. Right. Come on, keep on turning. Dial all the way down now. Dial all the way down. Right. Indeed, yeah, I know we're losing speed. I'm tapering down the engine because my apoapsis is going to shoot. Maybe need to taper up just a little bit. It's only 39 seconds. What is this again? This is a Rhino. No, we'll be fine for the orbital burn. Gradually, just let it turn. Try to bring us back up to 90 degrees. Gradually, 34 seconds to the apoapsis. Get ready to jettison the fairing the moment we're out of the atmosphere. Okay. 60 kilometers up speed now. We're turning. 30 seconds from the apoapsis. 60 kilometers on the apoapsis, up speed now. So are we still riding the app? Yes, we are. Up speed. We're okay. 27 seconds from the app. Okay, up speed. There we go. Full burn. That's the best I can do now. There we go. Get ready to jettison the fairing. 24, looking good. That got smoother towards the end. There we go, that was good actually. Get ready to drop the fairing. Actually, don't do that yet because we might dip into the atmosphere on the other side. Okay, just go full burn now. Here we go. Perfect, lovely, and then bring it straight over. Okay. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, getting rid of the fairing maybe in a minute once we're out of the atmosphere. It's just I'm worried that we might dip. We're 12 seconds from the apoapsis. 11. Okay, we're no longer riding the app. Yeah, don't get rid of the fairing. Because we might dip. Because we're going to have to switch to a weaker engine. Here we go. For the last part of the burn. Okay. There we go. Hold on to that fairing. So, can we get to 2,200? There we go. Right, so we passed the app and we're falling. Damn, if only this were a Rhino. Shit. So I was counting on this being the space-only engine, but it's still in the orbital burn due to that incredibly inefficient climb. Rats. Alright. Thank you, Will JK. Thank you very much, Will. Alright, so hang on to that fairing. Get ready. So we're now skidding back. Yeah, so we're skimming across the atmosphere, which is why I'm holding onto the fairing. There we go. Keep pushing it up. Now push it up, push it up, push it up, Push it up. Push it up, up. All the way, all the way, all the way, baby. Cut. That's good. Bring it back to prograde. All right. There we go. What are you doing? Other way, please. What on earth is this ship doing? Of course, because it's only got the RCS. Oh, piss. Okay, hang on. Give me a little bit of gimbal. Eensy weensy. There we go. Yeah, so that initial phase was pretty bad. But that second part was good. Just a shame that we were on this tiny little engine for the last part. Okay. So sorry, the earlier question, why taper down the engine? Because I'm monitoring carefully the apoapsis over here. I was trying to limit the amount of fuel, effectively, that I was burning on the ascent, which I could use instead for the orbital burn. So yeah, don't just go crazy while the atmosphere is still dense and you're still climbing. Taper down, preserve it, have a nice, smooth turn over into the orbital. Okay. Yeah, that first part was super wasteful. Because all that wobble, I couldn't begin a gravity turn. It was just going straight up. Thank you, Madam Moo, and hello, Icky. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's not quite stable yet. We're just skimming. Yeah, so we'll be here for a few more minutes. So hang on. Maintain prograde. Hopefully the electrical charge lasts. It should do. Speed up the time. Okay, might have to shift. Control. Whoop, nope. No. That was a mistake. I was trying to speed up the time. Is it Alt? How does one do it with the simulation still going? Crap, we might just have to skim along for a little bit. Yeah, speaking about wasting fuel. Okay. So, we're skimming along in the upper part of the atmosphere right now, which is why I haven't removed the fairing. We're going to pass it soon. Okay, there we go. We're out. Heading towards our apoapsis. We're good. We can ditch the fairing. Okay. Stand by. This RCS wheel is not as effective as I was hoping. Stand by. Just trying to spin. Okay. Do I still have enough fuel? Seems a bit low. Yeah. Bugger. Bugger. Let's ditch the fairing. So. Let's check the other staging. So that's wrong. 1 minute. Let's just add a new stage there. Move that there. Right, so that's the engine. When that's spent, please jettison it. Where is it here? There it is. What's that? That's the fairing. Move that there, and then activate that engine, which is hidden there. So, only 1,000. We're going to have to dip into the supply. That's the exact thing I said I didn't want to do. It's a fuel delivery. That sucks. Should we relaunch? Yeah. Should I, do you think? The whole point of this is a damn fuel delivery, and we've got to wait like half a year for this thing to be in the right position. I think we should relaunch. Sort out that wobble. Yeah. We'll try to do it more efficiently this time. That ascent was pretty bad. I tried my best, but yeah, that ascent was really bad. Let's revert flight back to the vehicle assembly. Okay. Yeah, more struts. Tone down that gimbal. Right. Also, bear with me. Sleepy dog is being sleepy. I'll get some music back on as well. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. What should we go with? Not sure. What's this? Is this good? Let's try this one. Right. Yes, and let's add, now that I notice it, let's add a better reaction wheel. It's way worse than I thought it was going to be. Give me an advanced reaction wheel, so this thing will spin, generating torque, which real-life satellites use to turn themselves. It is, however, I think it's in supercharged mode for this, though. So these wheels allow you to turn the craft way faster in Kerbal than they do in real life. Okay. You think you've only seen this dog sleep? She's a bit of a nutcase the rest of the time, Draco. It's just you see her when she's back from her W word at the local PARK. So she's yeah, she's full of beans when she's got the energy. Right. So how? Yeah, more struts, I guess. The trouble is, it's a bit of a long boy, isn't it? Where would these struts actually attach? See, there's got, yeah. Could just remove the fairing, place them there. That's, yeah. As weird as that's going to sound, let's do that. Let's take off the fairing. Delete the fairing. No? And then we'll know that it's properly secure. And it's not going to wobble. Why is it not? Oh, is it because... yeah, I know why. Stand by. Got to do it the other way. There we go. No? Strange. They're too long? You can't do struts that long? Yeah. Okay. Shit. So how do I undo this wobble? I guess tone down the gimbals? Big time? Alternatively, have them not gimbaled and have a central engine that is? Fuck. How do I normally deal with this? Let's put the fairing back up. If I enable advanced controls, I can use auto strut. Yeah? More struts from the top. Yeah, maybe I should just shorten the rocket and add more boosters. Make it thicker. Just thinking. Can I not put... What's going on here? Does it not let me place them here for some reason? Surely it would. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Reduce the gimbal strength on these engines so we're not wobbling so hard. All the way down. Widen the stage below the fairing. Fuck. You know what? As crazy as this sounds, let me just try this again. I've just got a hunch. Let me just try this again. I'm just tone down the gimbal because what I think I. Yeah. Okay. Let me just tone down the gimbal. Switch off the SAS and just see if I can do it only on a light gimbal. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I put too much wiggle on it and then I kept trying to auto-correct it, and it was therefore making it worse. This probably won't work. I don't think this is going to work. But let me just try it anyway, and then I can say, okay, that didn't work. Right. Yeah, pilot-induced oscillation, I think, was part of the problem, because I think it was like, you know, I was WASDing, trying to fucking stop the stabilization, stop the wiggle, and I was just making the wiggle worse. So let me just get, yeah. So tone down that gimbal all the way, so it's not like fucking, I've already done it. So 17% gimbal instead of 100%. Don't do, well, yes, stabilization, yes, but switch it off the moment it starts to wobble. Here we go. So up that. Yes, a spin stabilization might also assist. Okay, so there we go. Actually, no, I'm going to hold off on the spin for the minute. Where's my... I need to do the gravity turn, so... Right. Indeed, the big rockets will slowly take off. It's just naturally part of it. But you want this initial stage in the densest part of the atmosphere to be slow and steady. Okay, so very gentle now. Switch off the SAS for a second. Just do it with the gimbals. Was it me making it worse the whole time? I'm doing the gravity turn a bit too early there, to be fair. Back up on course. So we need to wait until we're about 10k on the apoapsis before we attempt to turn. Okay, we're approaching 10k, so start this gravity turn carefully. Start turning at 90 degrees eastbound with the rotation of the planet. Here we go. Here we go. Slow and steady. There we go. Okay, so I think... Yes, I think it was partially due to too much gimbal and too much pilot panic. Here we go. That's better. That's better. There we go. Keep continuing this gravity turn. Come on. There we go. Okay, so yes, the problem was me. As the pilot, I was freaking out and overcompensating. There we go. Dial down that engine. Dial down. Should have done that earlier, to be honest. I'm already on 50k on the app. There we go. Dial it down. Dial it down. There we go. There we go. Kick that away. Nice and smooth. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Switch on the stabilization. Okay. There we go. Okay. Still a bit of wiggle, so don't go crazy. 62 kilometers. Apoapsis is 55 seconds away. Keep it slow and steady. There we go. All right. Cut there for a second. Looking good. There we go. 70k, 40 seconds. I've got to switch to the weaker engine, so deploy that, and off we go. Watch that wiggle. Switch off the SAS. There we go. Careful now. Careful now. Right, so we pick up speed. The target is 2,200 meters per second. 23 seconds from the app. Are we riding it? No, it's approaching. Burn hard because then that next engine is weaker. Okay, the app is approaching at 12 seconds, so the highest point of orbit, the apoapsis, or rather, sorry, the highest point in a ballistic trajectory. 1,000, almost 1,500 meters per second, 2,200 is the target. Drat, we're about to pass the apoapsis. 2, 1. So ideally I would be riding the app, which means pushing it ever so slightly ahead of the spacecraft, so we're not actually crossing it, but we just crossed it. So I should have perhaps burned harder and faster earlier. So we're going to skim. We're going to atmospherically skim as we shrink down into the atmosphere. But we might still make it okay. We got a 72 kilometer. We got a 2 kilometer bit of breathing space there. Yeah, we might be all right. Here we go. Continue. Ooh, we're going to switch to the weaker engine. We'll be fine. Switching to the weaker engine. Ah, yeah, we're fine. We just did it. Holy shit. Wonderful. That was much cleaner. There we go. In fact, if anything, folks, that was kind of textbook. That's exactly what they do. So a gravity turn there. So you go up, you turn sideways, and then a good part of that fuel that you're burning to go up, you're also burning towards your orbital. So, again, to clarify for the people, speaking to the people at the back who are just completely new to this and they don't know what's going on, you could just fly straight up and then fly sideways. There's nothing stopping you. That's quite simple. But you want to do it as efficiently as possible. Therefore, lots of that thrust that's going up, it would be nice to transfer that sideways to, achieve orbit. So a gravity turn, you turn eastbound in the direction of the planet to also get some free velocity with the turning of the planet. So don't go westbound, you'll just slow yourself down. So it's for this reason that space centers are built so that they can launch eastbound over the ocean. So if something goes wrong, then rocket disassembles and no one gets hurt. Right. Lovely. So electrical charge is good. We're completely out of the atmosphere. I'm going to quick save it. Well, we've got these solar panels there, so we'll be fine. But, extend them. Thank you, the clone. Thank you very much, the clone. Right. Not all countries? No, just the competent ones. All right. So, how much do I have? So, 2,000 Delta V remaining. Drat, that is indeed including the fuel that we're supposed to be carrying. So, 900 Delta V. That means we'll have to eat into the fuel again. Let's do it anyway. Let's carry on. Okay. I mean, even if we fail with the fuel objective, we'll at least have sent refresh engines and the impactor. Yeah, so we've got 2 other missions that we can achieve. So give it a quick save. Right, so let's have a look then, folks. So switch off all of these damn communication lines. So we're going to Duna, although the transfer won't be for some time. Right. So where's Duna? There you are. How long until the transfer window? 272 days. Okay. Well, we may as well just wait in Kerbin orbit then, before we attempt that. There's no sense flying above Kerbin and therefore potentially not being with Kerbin for a Kerbin to Duna transfer. Okay, so let's go to this maneuver here first for the ComSat. So we've got to do another maneuver first. So leave this vessel up here doing what it's doing. Okay. So Kerbin to Duna, edit. There we go. Send the Duna fuel mission over to Duna with fuel for the mission for Duna. Apply changes. All right. Wait, did I just... Oh no, have I changed the date on that? 85 days? Did I just cock that up? I think I just did. Delete that alarm, make a new alarm. Change planetary transfer window Kerbin to Duna. Add alarm. I did. How peculiar. Cusco is poison, yeah. The poison for Cusco. Right. Maneuver. Switch to. Let's go there. So I'm just going to switch over to a satellite because we need to send a satellite. Right. Why was the periapsis dropping? You're fucking with me. Tell me you're fucking with me. They're fucking with me, right? Hang on. You've made me nervous now. I was going to speed up the time. You're not fucking with me? Okay, hang on. Let's check. Air resistance, maybe? That's what concerns me. There shouldn't be air up there. If there's air up there, then we're not up there. We're lower than up there, which is a problem. Because soon we won't be up there anymore. We'll be down there. And in many, many pieces. Where are you? Okay, here we are. $81, $70. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so where's the Kerbal relay? Here we go. So switch over to the Kerbal relay satellite. Thank you, Baron Grizzly. Thank you very much, Baron. All right. So, wait a minute. Is that the right one? Yeah, it must be. Okay. So this was the replacement Kerbal relay. So where is your maneuver? It should be just ahead of you. Yeah, okay. So let's go to your maneuvering node. Right, so here's one I made earlier. This satellite, its only purpose was to maintain a communications relay between any ships that were going to Dres. Where's Dres? Here. Now, that mission was incredibly wonky because it turns out that this satellite did a very poor job of communicating with the probe that we sent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it up to Dres's orbital, what's the word for it? Well, its altitude. I want to send it up to around 42 million kilometers, okay? Now, I'm not going to match Dres's inclination because I don't think I need to, even if, in the worst case scenario, Dres is up here on this plane, because it's wonky, see? And I'm down here. I think that's still close enough. I think. We'll see. We'll find out. So I'm just going to send it up to... It's fine. It doesn't need to be exact. A few million kilometers is, I hope, will be fine. So 38... Will it be fine? We can always adjust it later. Okay, so let's go straight to 135 days away. So let's warp... There we go. Alright, so we reach the maneuvering node. The planets move into the right positions. How realistic is it? Well, it's not 100% realistic, Bob your god. There are many mods that can make it so. The distances are vastly cut down, of course. But just as a sort of introduction to rocketry, it's very good. Again, Kerbal is a hard recommend from me. It's very good. Oh, shit. No, it's fine. Okay. So, for 2 minutes... So what is that? It's 2 minutes and 15 seconds, roughly. Okay, so get ready for the burn. Turn to face the maneuvering node. The probe is in the right position. It needs to pick up speed. Here we go. Increase its speed by 1,600 meters per second. It can burn all of its fuel. Its only purpose, this satellite's only purpose, is to just get higher. That's what we're doing. Picking up speed. Getting higher. And even when we jettison this fuel tank, we've got a xenon one here. Although, I need to be careful where I trigger that, because we discovered that this far away from the sun, those Dawn engines might not be very effective. We might have to taper them all the way down. Anyway, sorry for the people just passing through the stream, and frankly, looking at the time, I need to wrap up fairly soonish. Please know that I haven't been working on a bullshittery for the last 2 weeks. I've been doing pre-production work for potential bullshitteries. So going through finding the clips from the live streams, specifically for Team Fortress 2. And it went very well. Today should be the last day. At the end of today, I should have a bumper master project folder, like a file, containing 362 clips at least, ready to go, ready to be sprinkled onto a timeline. Look at that dog belly. Aww. Will Team Fortress 2 be the next vid? I think so. I'll ask my patrons and my Twitch subs this afternoon. I'll send a post and say, would you like me to do one? Or would you like me to do something else? I have a feeling the answer is probably going to be yes. But if they want me to, then I will make a start. I've been able to pump out bullshitteries faster than ever before? Nope. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're out of fuel. There we go. So, let's switch over. There we go. So there's the empty tank, there's the engine plates. So, continue burning. How's our electrical power? Electrical charge is still in the positive. Okay, it's because we're close enough to the sun down here near Kerbin. Okay, so I fear that these Dawn engines probably won't work. So xenon gas. They probably won't work if we get all the way up to Dres. Thank you, Bob. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm sure that's the case with everyone. Yeah. The YouTube compilations. How much storage do I have for all the clips and projects? So I've recently purchased a NAS, which is a shoebox-sized device, which is sitting behind my monitor to the left here. It contains... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... It contains... Wait. I think it's got 5 hard drives in there. It's got 6 slots, but I'm pretty sure there are 5 hard drives in there. But collectively, they're working together, pretending to be one big drive, and it's about 15 terabytes in size. Sorry, that's not true. It's bigger than 15 terabytes, but all the footage in there of all the live streams for all the bullshitteries is approximately 15 terabytes. I'm steadily trying to upload that onto a closet archive below, link below, a private website, just so I can, you know, have it all in one place for people to watch, and it's not just squirted all over YouTube, just bringing the ceiling of quality all the way down for the platform generally. So yes, bear with me. I've gotten through, I think, about 3 terabytes. It's a bit of a slow process because it's a lot of data. But yeah. All right. Here we go. Nearly finished the maneuver. So how are we doing? So let's have a look. So look at that blue line. Looking good. As we increase our speed, we increase the altitude. I wonder where Dres will be by the time we get there. If I add a maneuvering node... Oh no, wait, it's not going to work. Ignore that. What the fuck? What have I done? I just fucked up the... Yeah, I just confused the maneuvering node. It's fine, we'll just do it manually. Just keep burning in this direction. Alright. Lulu, what are... It's very ladylike. Okay. There we go. I think, yeah, it should be good. So leave it there. So, the satellite is now flying up to meet Dres. Not on its same wobbly orbit, but, you know, enough to hopefully communicate with the probe on the surface. Lovely. Do I prefer working on the video essays or the bullshitteries? It really depends what I'm editing. If I'm editing bullshitteries, then I'm desperate for a video essay. If I'm editing video essays, then I'm desperate for a bullshittery. I really just want variety. Okay. Right, back to the tracking station. You right, honey bunny? What you doing? She is a very pampered pooch. She spends her life either on a cushion or on a lap, getting cuddles and treats. Right. Okay then. So, the probe is on its way. Let's have a look. When is the Kerbal transfer? 137 days. So let's warp there then. So let's switch to... Wait, what are we switching to? Active vessels only. Well, we'll switch over to the... Hang on. We'll just warp there. So, warp to that date. Here we go. Alright. So, Kerbal to Duna. Sorry, did I say Dres? I meant Duna. Okay. So, again, as I mentioned before, and apologies, I'm continually speaking to the back of the room where people are listening and they might not be familiar with Kerbal and how rocketry works in general. So you can really go to any planet you want if you had infinite fuel. The trouble is that we don't, in that fuel propellant is heavy and getting it up into space is expensive. So you want to make sure you do it at the most efficient moment. So, there are certain transfer windows where, if you have a look here, I think it's simplified for the sake of Kerbal. So look at Kerbin here. Each of the planets have a transfer window where it's the most efficient moment to possibly send spacecraft back and forth. Now, Kerbin's here. There's Eve, so Venus. There's Duna, Mars. Generally, if you want to go up, then it should be slightly ahead of you over here. If you want to go down, then it needs to be slightly behind you here. And so that's true of pretty much everything, all the planets one by one in Kerbal. So if this is Kerbin, Eve would be there, Moho would be there, Duna would be there, Dres there, Jewel there. So effectively, you launch the ship, you increase altitude, and as the planets move around, you gradually catch up with it. So yeah, or the opposite, you slow down and you fall into it. So the transfer window for Duna, the optimal transfer window, is here, as demonstrated. So it's slightly ahead of Kerbin. So, we send a craft, pick up enough speed, it will meet it over there. Alright. So, let's go. But again, to clarify, this is not a hard and fast rule. You can just go to Duna whenever you wish. If you had the fuel to do it, you can do it. But it's simply a case of doing it at the most efficient moment. Okay, so let's go to the Duna engine send. Does the game have FTL? No. Because as far as we know, FTL is impossible. Right. Sorry, just pouring a quick drink. Here we go. Right, so here's our vehicle. Let's have a look then. So, the mistake that I was making quite frequently in previous streams was that I was in fact leaving in the wrong direction. I was continually heading that way, thinking, oh, I need to go up, and therefore I should go up. It turns out that's actually wrong. What I should have instead been doing is going forward in the path of Kerbin. So think of it like like I'm a rocket, like Kerbin is a rocket. If I want to go up, I go forward. So I need to leave the gravity well forward. Basically, this blue line. Now, so long as I'm going up, that doesn't matter. If I was going back, that would suck because I would slow down and potentially hit Kerbin as it, came up and hit me. But yeah, it's not going to be a problem now. So, should I get a bit of free energy from the moon? I might just overcomplicate things, to be honest. Where will the moon be? So if we increase our speed... There we go. In fact, let's just plan to leave anyway. So hang on, this is our normal leaving route. There we go. So where will the moon be if we did this? Can we get a bit of free extra... Might need to wait a little bit, wait for a couple of rotations. So that's us leaving, right? So, wait a sec. Hang on. Go to this maneuvering node. And then do that. Or is that... Sorry, am I just altering orbit there? What am I doing? No, that's not... Yeah, sorry, it's the click below that's altering the orbit. There we go. So I want to go... Where's the blue line? 1 second. Oops, sorry, my phone's flashing. That's fine. So look at the purple dotted line. I want to go as high up as possible, don't I? So... Yeah, that should be fine. Forker says, I've never found moon assist worth it. It's like 500 Delta V for 30 minutes of hassle. Yeah, but that's so cool. Hang on. So if I did this on the next orbit, where will the moon be? Target position at closest approach. Maybe you're right. Cancel that maneuvering node for a second. Let me just... What am I doing? That's the wrong button. Let me just speed up the time just an eensy weensy bit. Whee! Whoop! Okay. Put the moon over there. Put my maneuvering node here. Whoop. Where will the moon be? Set as target. Still over there. So give it a little bit more time. I keep doing that. I keep thinking it's Silent Hunter. Pressing the wrong speed up button. Okay. Right, so... Stop it. Ah, damn it. It's because it's behind me in the orbit now. Put down a new maneuvering node. Increase. Aha, there we go. Hello, Moon. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah, let's pick up a bit. Let's do it. Let's pick up a free bit of Delta V. Okay, so... Where's the dotted line for where we leave? Oh, we don't have one. Okay. So let's go over here. Maybe we should go a bit sooner. There we go. Go there. Select the moon. Right, indeed. So as low as possible. So if you go as low as possible, it's a scientific fact that it looks somewhat cool. What am I doing? Select the maneuvering node. Okay, and then get as low as we can. Let's get so low we can pick up some moon cheese to eat on the way. There we go. 4 kilometers is too low. We're gonna hit a mountain. Fuck it. Let's do it. There are mountains that are 10 kilometers tall on the moon, by the way. Okay. I've got to be fucking precise with this. Node in 1 minute. Oh no, burn time is 2 minutes. Oh fuck, I've already cocked it up then. Damn, we can't do it. It's too slow. I'm gonna have to do it on the next orbit. Shit. Okay. We have to switch over to a different engine too. So 1 orbit's time. There we go. Okay. I'm definitely going the right direction. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is this even worth it? I feel I've waited too long now. We'd have to wait a few more days. Yeah, I've fucked it up, haven't I? Should we just wait a couple of days until the moon's in the right position? I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time for this transfer. Hang on. So the moon needs to be around about here. How much time is passing? So a few hours, 1 day, 2 days. Stop. Okay, add maneuver. Here we go. Thank you, Gommy. Thank you very much, Gommy. Select the maneuvering node. A few orbits from now. Moon catches up. Hello, Moon. Nice to see you again. That's going to be a smash into the moon. Hello, Moon. Want to smash? There we go. And then get Whoa, that's a bit too much there. Come on. There we go. Oh, piss arse. Stop it. Okay, then lower the sensitivity on that. So where are we going? Are we even going in the right direction? Yes, we sort of... Yes, kind of. Yeah, it's close enough. Fuck it, let's just do it. Right, there's the moon. How low is that? 7 kilometers. Get a bit close. Stupid. What am I doing? 7 kilometers. There we go. Oh, we're going to die. 4 kilometers. 4.8 kilometers. We are so gonna die. Fuck it, let's do it. Point towards the maneuvering node. Alright. Place your bets now, everyone, in the chat. So, warp to next maneuver. It's in 3 hours. Whee! Actually, make sure we're in the right position for the maneuver because the craft is quite a lengthy one to turn. Anyway, sorry for the people just passing through the stream. What I'm attempting to do is pick up enough speed to leave Kerbin's gravity well. So again, like yesterday, do you remember back in primary school where all of the children would stand with the piece of fabric and that you'd put, everyone would hold a piece of fabric out in front of them like a trampoline, and then the teacher would roll a bunch of balls out to represent gravity's effect on space-time, or like, the fabric of space as it was, pitched in physics lessons. And so the heavier the object, the more that it would bend the fabric. So we are stuck in one of those funnels. Kerbin. We are right at the bottom of one of those funnels. So we've got to burn propellant in order to fling ourselves free of it, which is what we're doing now. Picking up enough speed so we're not just falling around it anymore, we're flinging ourselves out onto the fabric. Although granted, we're not free entirely. We're still orbiting, we're still in the curvature of Kerbal, the star, which every star frankly makes every planet look like a nothing, basically. So the amount of mass in a star is just mind-boggling compared to any terrestrial planet, compared to any gas giant. So, even if you fling yourself free of that fabric, you're still on the curvature of that star's massive gravity well. But at least when it comes to Kerbin, we can ignore Kerbin when it comes to navigation. Okay. Sorry, speed up the time. So yes, we are trying to fling ourselves out of that cone in the fabric. Thank you, Alert. Thank you very much, Alert. Alert Ashley. And Mr. Knack. Thank you. Warp complete. Okay. This is a 1 minute and 30-second burn on either side. Indeed. As Dr. Jones says, also the curvature of your mother's gravity. Yes. Which is a major part of it, frankly. How long will I stream today? I don't know. I should have gotten on with work like 21 minutes ago, but I'm having too much fun. Bear with me. I need to start the burn now. Whoops. Taper down. That's too much vibration. Which means that the burn... I'm going to be off on the calculations. Damn. Switch. There we go. Next stage. At least there's, less wiggle now. Alright. So I'm going to zoom to the moon in a minute and have a look and see exactly how low we can get. Thank you, Nakomi. Thank you. No, I haven't checked. TKO nor. We'll be fine. Sort of. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Alright. So yeah, I'll probably pick up speed and then head on our way to Duna. And then probably go and get on with editing. I need to get it done. The engine looks weird. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Now that you mention it, it's like a bargain engine bought from the pound shop. All right, there's the moon. That's our predicted course. There's our actual course. Have I ever played Dungeon Keeper? Indeed. It's one of my favourite games. Okay. Alrighty then. So, let's go and view the moon. Let's tweak my course accordingly. Any chance I might stream it? I already have, some years ago. Maybe do it again sometime. Alright. Stand by. Keep burning, get ready. Keep burning. There's the course. Oops, we're out of fuel. Quickly switch to the new one. Is that correct? Uh-oh. Where's the... Uh-oh, it's not correct. Where's the staging? That's the engine. Move that there. Jettison that manually. Then switch this engine on. It's not on. There we go. Quickly. Burny. And taper down. How low can I get it? There we go. 900 meters. Yeah, no. 2000. Okay, Alright, confirm maneuver. 4 kilometers above the surface of the moon. That is going to be one close fucking shave. There we go. Alrighty then. Here we go. So, speed up the time. There we go. So we climb. And then as we climb, so normally we would just fall straight back to Kerbin. But, oh look, there appears to be a moon in front of us. And therefore, again, the fabric experiment, there is another object in front of us and we're falling into its cone. And as we're falling, we're picking up speed. Free speed. A slingshot maneuver. So doing so, we do not have to burn propellant, meaning that we can send a probe, and if we point it in the right direction, fall our way throughout the solar system. What was the name of that probe that did that? There was a famous grand tour of the solar system that a mathematician calculated. He figured out that if we launched a probe at a particular time... Was it Voyager? I can't remember. But yes, it was effectively falling between the various different planets and moons which would be in the right places at the right times, requiring only... Was it Cassini or Voyager? I can't remember. Requiring only a small change in course each time. Very clever. Here we go. Let's see if we crash and explode. Hello, Moon. The Parker Solar Probe uses several Venus gravity assists to get us close to the Sun. Ah, cool. Nice. Here we go. So yeah, we're falling towards the Moon. So I do this spiel pretty much every time we do Kerbal. I'm sure some people watching are going to groan. But yes, for those not familiar, our moon is very strange. Looking up through a telescope at other planets in the solar system, we realise that our moon is gargantuan. It's absolutely massive. It's bigger than some of the planets in the solar system. We have, I'm pretty sure, the largest moon. Yeah, certainly the largest moon of our solar system, but most others, in fact. It's very strange. That's where we landed on the Highlands. So, the going theory is that it's probably made up of an accretion disk of material that was blasted off the Earth back when we had an enormous collision with another planet back on the solar system's creation. And that was kind of confirmed when we took some samples from the moon and had them tested and discovered that they were made chemically identical. The exact same makeup as the Earth. So it is Earth stuff. The moon is Earth. So it's not like a captured asteroid. It's not something else. Why am I spinning? Sorry, I thought it looked cool. Are we going to crash? That is an excellent question. Let's find out. So we are going to skim this motherfucker. So 6K. Uh-oh. Are we going to crash? I think we're going to be okay. 4K. So yes, the moon is bigger than Pluto. I think it's slightly bigger than Mercury. Sorry, I think I said that last time and then someone corrected me. I'm not sure. Okay, that's way lower than I thought. 2K? Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh Jesus. Are we going to... That's a hill. No! 900 meters. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 500 meters. Oh no. 300 meters? Oh no. Oh my god! We came under 100 meters from hitting the moon's surface. Wow. Holy shit, I've never seen that before. I've never seen such a close flyby. That is the closest flyby I've ever done on any body. Moving at 1,155 meters per second relative to the surface. Oh! Jesus. Okay. That was under 100 meters. You could probably go back on the stream and go frame by frame to find exactly what the lowest number was. Of course, yes, that was all part of my plan. These were my expert calculations. As you can see, I'm fantastic at Kerbal Space Program. All right. Yes. Pause it. 11 meters. Okay. Thank you, Moon. Here we go. Who's that? Moon Orbital Station. Lab and what? Small lander craft. Yeah, we've got a bunch of craft orbiting the moon from all the operations that we've done over the years. No one's on it right now, though. The team came home. But their equipment is all still there, if they want to go back. Alright. There we go. Right, so, sorry, is that just outside of the moon? No, there we go. So we are completely outside. So we've left the cone. We've left the gravity well of Kerbin. And now we're on the fabric that is Kerbal. Alright, so there is Duna. So we should still be on the optimal transfer orbit. How far away is that maneuver? Let's move it closer. So 1 hour away. Okay, so setting Duna as our target. Let's quick save. Let's increase our speed until we reach roughly where it is. And where will it be? There it is. Okay. I have a horrible feeling I might have missed the window. Okay, 1 second. How am I going to get there? 1 day. Sorry, 4 minutes. Go up to Node in 4 minutes. Keep going. Shit, zoom in. Five minutes till the node. 6 minutes till the node. Okay, so let's have a look then. So that's where Duna is. Shit. So I can't wait for another orbit. Shimmying it along. No, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. Meet the node in... Come on. 4 minutes. Damn. I've cocked this up horrendously, haven't I? That's much greater than I expected. Is that definitely Duna? Yeah, it is. Okay. We are a few days past the transfer window. Closest approach. I wouldn't expect it to be that different. Maybe it is that unforgiving. Is my inclination off relative to Duna? 1 second. Where's Duna's ascending and descending node? Okay, there's a slight difference in inclination, but it's 0.2. It shouldn't be that much. There we go. Now we've matched inclination. Oh, shit. Okay. What are my options? Yeah, it is very unforgiving. Closest approach over there. How have I fucked this up? I guess I just launched too late. Radial in will fix it, I suppose. That's a heavy burn though. Do that and then reduce. No, this goes beyond the delta V that we're carrying. Huh. Why don't I try to look up a few days later transfer window? How do you mean, sorry? So 15 days past the... Oh, we're further than I thought, to be honest. We're 15 days past the transfer window. Maybe I've just fucked up. Maybe I should have launched it way sooner. Or, you know, got it out into Kerbal orbit way sooner. Kerbin Duna. When's the next transfer? Time until... Oh, 10 days. Really? Kerbin to Duna in 10 days? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm early? What? 15 days behind, 10 days ahead? I am so confused. So we just wait 10 days and it should be fine? Let's quick save and see what happens in 10 days. Warp there, I guess? I've already quick saved it. Here we go. So 10 days later. Okay, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, stop, give me time to plan this. So, optimal transfer in approximately 10 minutes. Okay. I need from my ship to Duna. Can I add that to the thing? Right, stand by. So 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm definitely still new to this and this specific, you know, the transfer window thing, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I would honestly just wing it. Previously, I haven't really seen this before like the last few streams. To Kerbin to Duna, is there the ability to create an alarm from my ship? Planetary transfer window. No, unless Kerbin, Minmus. No, these are just planetary bodies. Starting body. I could get into the same orbit but slightly lower and then just wait for it to catch up. Yeah. I suppose we could just do that. Yeah. Okay. That means we'll be waiting quite some time, though. I mean, the better part of a year. Okay, let's just get up, get up to its apoapsis. And then, then go slightly below it and just wait for it to catch up. Okay. So 1 second. So 1 day ahead, 3 hours ahead, 2 hours ahead. Okay. So, what's my app? So Duna. We can just judge it. There we go. Oops. There we go. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so delta V of just shy of 200. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that then. So, quick save, and then warp to next maneuver. Tell the computer... Sorry. Switch on stabilization, switch to maneuver, and let's go. Oops, warp cancelled. Burn time. Oh, Kerbal to Duna transfer. It's the alarm there. We're fine. Cool. So 15-second burn on either side. Whoopsie. Node in. There we go. Initiate burn. Alright, let's give that a welly. As a YouTuber, what's my thoughts on YouTube removing the dislike count and ratio? Foolish. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so now I'll have to wait 272 days, and then we'll get underneath it effectively. So then we'll meet it over here in 1 year's time. Okay. Yeah, so if you'll forgive me, folks, I would love to keep playing. I'm having lots of fun, and hopefully, thank you for being here. But I really do have to go and work today. So I've got to go and edit these videos, or rather get them into a position where I can edit the videos. So today, I need to go and... so I finished categorizing the Team Fortress 2 clips. So there's about 362 of them, and they've all got the right tags, so I can find them. There are about 5 different live streams which the notes were not very good, or they've got scenes which didn't have notes taken during the live stream itself. So I've got to manually scrub them. So I've got to sit here and watch through the live streams again, listening carefully for the exact moments that I need as part of some jokes. So yeah, I'm not psychic. That's the trouble. When someone says something funny, and it's funny only after the fact because someone says something fun, so someone said something earlier. I haven't noted where that something earlier was. So yeah, I've got to go find it. So yeah, I'm going to go and start watching these live streams for Team Fortress 2 and seeing if I can find them. Right, so thank you for watching, folks. Thank you sincerely. Thank you for being here. And Nakomi, and Alert Ashley, Mr. Knack, Gomi, Baron Grizzly, Excalibur, and The Clone. Thank you for the sub-bomb, The Clone. Thank you, all of you. Right, so, yes, I'll bog off. Just crack on with the editing. She's going to go away to the dog walker in a bit, so she's going to have fun. Yeah. Kerbal Space Program is a very hard recommend from me, by the way. Definitely consider getting it. Okay, 1 minute. So, refuel ship to Duna. Cool, there we go. Saving it. Nice. This is one of the things that I could outsource. I could, Avicorn, but at the same time, I've got. If you want it done, if you want something done right. Right. Okay. 1 second. Let's have a look. So, who's doing what right now? So, Cyanide is on. He doesn't stream that often. He's playing Halo. Sheep is on. He's playing Halo. SWAT is on. He's playing Genshin Impact. In which case, let me hand you over to Cyanide then. So, yes, Cyanide is running around playing Halo. 1 minute. I'll leave you in his company. So all the best, folks. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely afternoon. And this is Cyanide playing Halo.